Hey guys, welcome. Today I'm going to share with you how to make some fake onion rings. I'm going to be sharing some state fair food over the next coming weeks, and onion rings is one thing that I remember from the state fair, so I thought I would share those first. So I'm going to start out with my foam clay, and I'm just going to condition my clay a little bit, get it nice and pliable. And then I'm going to add a little bit of territorial beige to my clay just to give it a little bit of color so it's not that stark white color. It just has a little bit of a base color to it. So just mix that in really well. And now I'm just going to roll this into a log. And this will just help me get these kind of the same size. I don't want them all perfectly the same size, but I want to have them sort of the same size. So I'll just pull off some pieces that I can use for my onion rings. Similar size, like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. All onion rings, you know, the different parts of the onion can be different sizes, but just to kind of get the same general size. So then just roll it into a ball. And then we're going to poke a hole in it just like we do for donuts, but we're going to stretch it out further so that we have a large hole in the center. And these don't have to be perfect because if you look at real onion rings, they're kind of different thicknesses around and, you know, not like perfectly shaped. I'm also not worrying about smoothing these imperfections out completely because the batter looks kind of crazy. So that just will add to the realism of it. Okay, so now I'm going to take my toothbrush and I'm just going to add some texture to these. Be sure to get inside and around the outside edge, on the top, on the bottom, the whole thing. Okay, so now we're going to shade these. So I'm going to start out with some territorial beige, and I'm going to do equal parts of these. So I'm going to do about 3 drops of each. That should be enough to do the amount of onion rings I have here. So harvest orange, and then yellow. So then I'm going to get a lot of the paint out of my brush because I want to be able to just lightly dry brush this on. So I'm going to go over the whole thing lightly. Now, honestly, you could probably just leave them like this and they would be fine. But, you know, around here, we got to go the extra mile to make them look real. So we're going to do one more step here. So I'm going to take my gloss Mod Podge. Okay, so I'm also going to use some sand here. So this one I have is white. You could use whatever color you want because we're going to put some paint over it anyway. So I'm just going to paint my Mod Podge onto my onion ring. Be sure again to get inside, outside, on both sides. And now I'm just going to sprinkle my sand on there. Also, this doesn't have to be perfectly even. So like if some spots get a little more than others, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. So then we need to let these dry with the sand on them before we do anything else. Okay, so I let my onion rings dry for a couple hours here. So now what I'm going to do is just go back with my paint mixture, the same color that we used to originally paint these. And I'm just going to go over this sand. And then this is going to give kind of that onion ring texture. I'm just lightly brushing over just like we did with the first coat of it. Now, if you guys want to make some ketchup to go with your fake onion rings, I have made ketchup in 2 other videos, so I don't want to make it here. I show you how to make that in my crinkle cut french fry video and my hot dog video. So I'll put a link to those so that you can check them out if you want to make ketchup to go with your onion rings. Thank you guys so much. Have an awesome day, and I will see you next time.